Do you think Akira would have signed off on that?
Do I think he would have signed off on that?
Yeah.
I don't know how much of this is his idea because like he's no longer, and like I've seen what a studio can do with a product that the creator's not alive for. Prime example, Solo Leveling. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Irbal Sinergy Shop. I'm your host Sinji. With me, as always, the Sound Master, the Troll Master, I got nothing else, Irby.
It's me, Irby.
I had a
That's
third.
nice.
I had a third one to tip my tongue. It left as soon as I went to say it. I was like, oh, well, it's gone.
Cat got your tongue, you say?
Two cats and a dog.
Nah, just one cat got your tongue. It's what do you call those things? A euphemism, a saying, just to keep it, colloquial, as one would say.
If we're talking about sayings, you know which one I don't understand? That
Which
people
saying?
use?
What?
Like such and such wants to choose their cake and eat it too.
Have their cake and eat it too.
I don't understand that saying.
It's
like I understand the sentiment, but I think the person who created it used the wrong example. Why wouldn't you want to have a cake and eat it as well?
why do you just say that? I don't know. I think it's apt. It's let's see. I'm actually looking up.
The meaning of it?
Yeah. Yeah, just to say one should not have more than reasonable. Yeah, I mean, I guess what it's saying is actually is like you still want to have the cake, but you also want to eat the cake itself. So once it's gone, it's like you still want to have your cake too. So it's saying that you're being more greedy than necessary.
Oh, could it be maybe that like the saying potentially originally was you want to eat the cake and have it after?
Still,
Yeah, have it
still
still,
want to have
something
it.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
You
Like,
want to have your cake after you're done eating it.
yeah, like I still have my whole cake left, but you can't because you've eaten it. I think
Almost
that's
like
the
yeah,
saying.
almost like when someone had like this perfect let's say partner, and then like they're the reason they broke down and became something else, but like still wanted to be perfect maybe.
Yeah, something like that. I guess you could say like they had everything that they wanted, but then they're like, oh, but you could do this one other thing too, which they did to a degree, but wasn't quite how you actually wanted it, I guess one would say.
Yeah, kind of like the Boruto anime.
Oh no, I gave up on the Boruto anime. It's just strictly it's strictly reading.
He said, "I'm okay with reading the cake. I don't want to have it as well. You can
Nah,
keep
yeah,
you can keep the."
strictly reading. I don't need anything else.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah.
The hilarious
That's
thing is
one.
there are people who argue that the anime for Boruto is very well done.
And who are they? Because they're absolutely wrong.
You can find them like random anime reels on Instagram, which the non-canon, some of the non-canon scenes are kind of cool, but like it's just so much of nothing.
It's so much of stuff that's drawn out, and there's no need for stuff to be drawn out. And like this whole scene like took like maybe 3 pages, but you make it 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And like it just doesn't make sense, not to me at least. So I'm just out there like, this what y'all really want to do?
Ooh.
This what y'all? Is this y'all's king?
Flavors. You got a flavor this week, guy.
I I don't. But I would say that the anime of um Don the Don, I did like that one. It's they instead of having a love triangle, have like a love square, but it's clear that only like two people actually reciprocate or like each other in that way. I'm like, that's hilarious. Um, but yeah, it's socially awkward. Like they're dealing with like teenager stuff. And so that it's kind of funny. I did enjoy the episode this week. Um, don't don't have any other weeks, other stuff that I can say I had a flavor from. Stronger Frontier had some interesting scenes, but I just watched it. Wasn't saying like I enjoyed it per se. Um, well, I did enjoy it, but like nothing to write home about in regards to flavors. Did you have a flavor?
Um, bear with me. I'm trying to like go over. I was trying to do it while you were saying you were I was trying to go.
Rambling.
No, I don't. I wouldn't say you were rambling. I'm just trying to like, go over the stuff I have read and see if like anything would qualify as a flavor. And like, I don't think I have one this week. But like, it was a slow week for me. I didn't watch much. I think I need to, because one thing I don't really want to do is come here every week and talk about like an episode of Prince of Tennis, which again I said it's hard to like talk about that when it's really just if someone doesn't watch it, they're not really gonna care what I'm talking about. It's essentially the same thing. Like it's all tennis matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But regardless, the episode was cool. Alpharetta's episode, I liked it. Dragon Ball Daima. I forgot to talk about this last week, but the not the last episode, but the episode before that on Dragon Ball Daima was superbly choreographed.
Was it?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
What made you love it so?
It just feels like old Dragon Ball. Like, yeah, Goku can go Super Saiyan, but like he doesn't really. It's not like he doesn't use it too much. And now, like, I question if he can even go Super Saiyan 2. Like, I wonder because like I remember GT, like Goku would go like Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan. No, I think it was 1, 3, and then 4. I think he would skip 2, but like he couldn't maintain 3 for long. So like in this one, he hit 1, and also in news, there's a new Majin Buu.
Mm,
Yeah, so
that's
apparently
crazy.
the lady in the demon world is like the original creator of Majin Buu, and she says like, oh, that poor excuse, that was that experiment was luck, and it didn't pan out in the end because it doesn't listen. So like they made a Majin Buu with a Cyberman core seed, so that like it had intelligence, and they put the Supreme Kai's sister's spit or blood, I think it was spit, in it, so that like her DNA was mixed in, so that like it would listen to her.
That is an interesting tidbit, but it makes sense because to have the DNA, to have it listen to you. So
So they already inferred that in initially, like I told you about the bugs that like help you fuse for a period of time.
the bugs.
Yeah, so like Daima has like these bugs that you can eat, and like they kind of work like one would work like a sensu bean, other one would work like a meal, and then they had like these fusion bugs they called them, and like it allowed two people to fuse. And like Goku grabbed like a handful of different bugs, including like the fusion ones, which implies a fusion will come most likely between Goku and Vegeta. Um, and the now that we have progressed to the story to where like we know there's a new Majin Buu, and he's supposed to be superior to the old one. where they actually couldn't even take on the other one. They needed like Hercule to gather a spirit bomb from like everywhere to even put him out for good. Which, you know, they're not going to get that energy for a spirit bomb in the demon world. So I think we're really we're heavily pushing towards a new Vegeta and Goku fusion, which
Yeah, I
will probably
mean,
be. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
the bugs though.
Yeah, I mean Goku is eating. I think Vegeta is also. I don't know about Bulma. They didn't show her, but I think they're eating the Demon World's food quite easily. But yeah, I just think like that's got to be where it's pushing to, and because it's like the Demon World and their bugs, they might develop some like demonish attributes from the fusion, like pointy ears and maybe
Do you
like.
think Akira signed off on that? Do you think Akira would have signed off on that?
Do I think he would have signed off on that?
Yeah.
I don't know how much of this is his idea because like he's no longer, and like I've seen what a studio can do with a product that the creator's not alive for. Prime example is Solo Leveling.
And
Um,
Demon King.
and
It
Demon
was-
King, yeah, demon. The vibe was so different in Demon King. I couldn't even finish the next season. Like I didn't have as much interest in it. So like it's sad that like good animes can like just fall like that because like, you know, rest in peace Akira, one of the greatest to inspire everyone who's currently creating content. It's hard to gauge whether he would have went this route or not because of the transition between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and then the transition between Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like a lot of people were speculating, which I don't, unless there's an article out there that I'm not aware of. Anyone, if you're aware of it, put in the YouTube comments that to show me. Unless there's an article out there like stating what I'm about to say, I don't know. It's all interpretation, but like I think Akira's plan for Daima was to make GT a little more canon without like that side of things. And if we end up seeing Super Saiyan 4 in Daima, which I don't think, I'd honestly be kind of mad if we did. Like, you already know where I stand on the argument between Super Saiyan, like what's superior. So like going to another dimension, creating recreating this transformation wouldn't really make sense to me. You'd be better off creating like a demonic fusion because of the bugs, I feel like. So if I had to choose between like what I think Akira's vision would lead to, I think I'd rather see the originality of a new fusion and see how what like they were approach it than to see them make Super Saiyan 4 canon.
What if the fusion is Super Saiyan 4?
I'd have a lot of mixed emotions. But I think most of them would be negative. Because I think it's gonna give a lot of people baseless. What I want to say, baseless bragging. For the people who argue like the Super Saiyan 4 should be and is just as good as Super Saiyan Blue or Ultra
I don't
Instinct.
think it would be good as that. But
It shouldn't. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't even come close. But like, again, we pose another conundrum here where like it was stated in Dragon Ball Super that Buu has God Ki. And if that's true for all Majin Buus, I don't know. We didn't get that detailed into this these things, but like there are things that like, okay, I understand this is a separate universe, but you have the same characters existing in this universe, so they should have the same information attached to them. So like the Supreme Kai and Lord Beerus their lives should still be intertwined, which means you want to say Majin Buu have God Ki. And in this show you want to say Majin Buu was created from the demon world. Are you telling me that this Majin spell wizard or witch,
Abadi.
not Babidi, but like a female version of him? So I'm just gonna call her witch. I don't remember her name, but she can create essentially a being that can potentially reach the potential of a god. And with that being said, Goku and Vegeta have no way to access that type of key, so like they shouldn't be able to compete with this new Boo. No matter what they do, I feel like
You said shouldn't be able to.
should not be able to.
Well, maybe this is like the introduction. Like they get introduced to like the feeling of I can go beyond plus ultra. Like
Maybe,
yeah.
but like honestly, I'd be. I don't want Daima to go that route. I don't want it to go Super Saiyan 4. I don't want it to go Super Saiyan Blue. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it for what it is right now, with like minimum Super Saiyan usage. I mean, you have to include Super Saiyan because this is a direct sequel to like what happened after Dragon Ball Z, just a different branching path, if you will. So like it's not like you can get rid of Super Saiyans. Like they already exist. They existed prior to what's going on right now. So like I understand like not letting Goku go like Super Saiyan 3 right off the bat, cuz like maybe his body can't handle it. But like I don't know, man. I think
feel
they're
like if the twins, not the twins, the Goten and Trunks could go Super Saiyan 3 in that body, I feel like Goku should be able to at least handle it.
with the experience he has, right? And the capacity in
Yeah.
his training, like if those two fuse should be. I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I think Gotenks a little older than Goku is right now.
I mean,
I think he
even
just
if
looks
he's not
taller
for
when
a
you combine
while,
them
he should just be able to
for like a
at least
limited
do
time.
like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah. What was no? That was because he was dead. So like Super Saiyan 3 ate up all his time on Earth.
Yeah.
Um, but to keep it real with you, Super Saiyan 3 when it first happened, I absolutely loved it. Even though it took like 2 whole episodes to make happen. I loved how like he absorbed all the clouds and like the space went dark and like it showed him crying as a kid and like he had to like get in like dig deep. Like that's the feeling I got. Like he was really digging deep for it. So like when it came out, it was cool as hell. I'm like, oh, his hair is long. But like as I'm older, looking at it, I was like, this form is kind of stupid.
I mean, they put essentially it's like when Trunks put all his bulk and like his hair and body when he did his transformation. Mm-hmm. But instead of going to muscles, his hair just got longer. Goku's. So
I don't know if that should equate, but I'm with you.
I mean, if you think about it, like the balance of energy transfer, instead of going to the muscles, he just grew his hair out, which in turn didn't slow him down because the muscle bulk and the mass, like Vegeta was like, yeah, you train, but the form just made you bigger and slower.
Yeah, and
Like your power was stronger, but like it wasn't efficient.
you know what I think bothers me about Super Saiyan 3? The fact that
What?
they don't it's the little detail of like when he like goes back to normal, he doesn't have to cut his hair. Like where does the hair go? Hey, don't tell me it goes back in your body. Show it falling off or something. I don't know.
If you think of it as energy,
Oh,
he
you
was
think
just
like
getting energy.
so like if I treat it as if it's not even actual hair, it's just
The manifestation,
of how much.
visualization you can see about his energy. Yeah.
All right, well then it's just straight aura at that point.
Yeah, hair aura.
Yeah, hair aura. And
Yeah,
all we had to do was sacrifice eyebrows for it.
yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do to win sometimes.
With that being said, Super Saiyan 3 Goku canonically has one of the coolest movesets. The Dragon Fist is. I love Dragon Fist.
Dragon Fist, little Goku. Yeah,
But yeah,
I
Daima's a
remember.
breath of fresh air just because, like, I've said it on the cast. Good, Dragon Ball with Kid Goku is my favorite Dragon Ball. There was less. Oh, I need to. When I get pissed, I'll transform, and that's how I'll get my power up. It was more just, which Goku trains a lot, but like the training never actually equates to him being able to win. It's kind of just like he needs to find a new power up every new. He needs to master a new power every new boss fight, new
Yeah,
villain. So that's my only thing because like with Kid Goku, the first thing was finding the Dragon Balls, and then when that was over, it was training with Master Roshi. So then the next thing was winning the World Martial Arts Tournament, which he lost against Master Roshi, aka Jackie Chung. Then it was like train for that again, and he lost to Tien by luck. He should have won, but he got hit by a car and therefore hit the ground first. And then it was, beat Piccolo, train to beat Piccolo and get strong enough to beat Piccolo, which even like all honestly, Kid Goku versus King Piccolo is one of my favorite fights in the show. In the entire Dragon Ball series, it's one of my favorite fights because Kid Goku, like towards the end, he was getting his ass handed to him and his knee was busted, and then like it was the thought process to use a Kamehameha to propel himself like a rocket towards King Piccolo, and then transfer the energy from the Kamehameha into his fist and punch a hole through his body.
yeah,
So like that's what I mean. Like he trained. He did like we had character progression, we had story progression, we met people, we liked them. Now it's just here's your crew, here's the new enemy we have to deal with at some point for no real. We don't know where he came from. This guy magically broke out of prison. This guy's had a grudge against Sans for years. Frieza's Frieza. Frieza's cool. I like Frieza's new form, but
the monkeys.
I feel like.
I said
But I
the
also feel
black
like.
up freezing.
Go ahead. Yeah. I mean, I like Black Frieza, but like I feel like if you were gonna give him a new form, maybe like give people like an Easter egg. Like give him Cooler's fourth form or fifth form, and then the new one. Or like I guess I get why like you rather stay small. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I didn't like the Golden Frieza too much. But I do like Black Frieza. Black Frieza looks cool aesthetically.
Yeah, I haven't seen Black Frieza yet.
No, you did in the manga. I mean, I imagine the parts that aren't black or purple.
It could be.
that's what I'm going with. Anyways, what else you got?
It's got nothing too much really. Yeah, talked a little about Down to Done. I don't want to rude too much because
I will
you
watch
may
it.
or may not watch it.
I
Yeah,
will watch it. Yes. I'm thinking about watching it sooner rather than later, but it's just so like we can have a little more back to backs like we have with JoJo. I enjoy the back to backs,
yeah,
back and forth. Like I honestly enjoy like how you are with JoJo with me. Like when I get somewhere is how I am with like One Piece with Sammy. Like when she finally starts watching for the first time in like 3 years.
No, I mean, to me, you watch it or don't. It's a good show either way. you know,
Yeah,
like
which I'm
I
gonna keep watching it. It's just life happened.
yeah, and yeah, One Piece. It's a long show, and it just keeps getting longer and longer.
We are in Elbaf now. I think the very next arc is after Elbaf. It's over. Like we're on the last one. We're done. We're on the last stretch at that point. Elbaf is Shanks is there. I think you will remember this because you did get that far. But remember when they blew up Robin's island, and the giant was telling her, "Hey, you gotta. No one was born in this earth to be alone. Just keep laughing." Ah, she.
She. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
remember.
they reunited in Elbaf.
I thought he was dead.
I thought he was dead too. Shit. But they never
Right.
showed him dying.
Yeah.
Cop out.
They never showed him dying.
But Robin put on her old haircut so that she could look. She has her bangs again, and she hugged him, and then she started bawling, crying, and the chapter ended.
I believe it.
I'm excited to see Luffy and Shanks reunite.
I ain't excited to see him at all.
I mean, it's been show wise. They technically reunited, but Luffy was unconscious during the war and Ace died. But if you don't count that, it's been over 20 years. Over
That's a
20
long
years.
time.
Just waiting, like, when's he gonna see him? And then, like, right after he beat right after he escaped from Whole Cake Island, they released that article, and it's like, is Straw Hat Luffy the fifth Emperor of the Sea? Blah blah blah. And Shanks was like, I think I'll see him soon. So like, it's been something in anticipation, because Wano took like almost 1 or 2 years to get through. So
Like 8.
no, it wasn't 8, but like 1 or 2 years. So like, you get that right before Wano, and then like 2 years later, I was like, all right, I guess I'm not gonna see Shanks and Wano, and then you get to Egghead, and like, I guess I'm not gonna see him Egghead either. Then you realize he's in Elbaf, and that's where they're going. Like, oh shit, we're going to the homie, and Usopp's gonna see his dad for the first time in I don't know how many years.
His dad, didn't you know he had a dad?
But so that's people who like aren't. I don't want to say obsessed, but like,
Aren't keeping up with One Piece.
yeah, like you're gonna forget like the little things, like when we picked up Usopp, and like the reason he yelled the pirates are coming every day was like he was hoping his dad would come back.
Apricot. But yeah, Usopp with his observation hakes.
That I don't think he ever used again.
Yeah.
I can't find an instance where I know he unlocked it in Just Rosa. I don't recall a moment where he has used it again.
Who knows?
I had so much hype, so much excitement for Usopp after the post time skip. I thought he was gonna be a badass, and he went right back to being the fucking pussy that he is. Usopp's my least favorite Straw Hat. I'm just putting it out there.
All he did was just get strung up as a god in the little thing with the Doflamingo.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I think my least favorite Straw Hat gotta be Luffy. If we talk about least favorites.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Luffy is like second to last favorite.
Who's at the bottom?
Chopper's like third from the bottom.
Oh, okay. All right. Chopper's third from the bottom. Okay, so who's at the bottom?
It's Luffy twice.
It's Luffy twice.
Yep. It's Luffy twice.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Who's your top 3?
I would definitely say you got like Brooke. I like Jinbei. And it's the most racist one of all, Zoro. I like him just because he's the swordsman. But yeah,
I wonder why.
I like Robin.
Robin, I like Robin, but I wonder why Oda keeps giving Zoro foreign looking opponents, like darker skin.
It could just be an inherent biases he has, or a lot of times they show the darker skins in certain games as such as evil, if that makes sense.
I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, all the guys he's fighting are like the darker skinned people, but like they're also all the second in command, so it's not like Oda's shitting on them. Like they're strong. They got to lose to the main characters.
Yeah. So it's yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's
Oh my god.
unfortunate coincidence, maybe.
Is Zoro never gonna beat Mihawk because Mihawk isn't dark enough? Yo, he needs to start tanning.
I don't even think that would matter. Zero matters.
Oh man. But I have a Blue Lock episode I need to watch that I'm really excited for. I have a Alpharetta episode I need to watch. I need to finish Loner Life in Another World, and I need to watch some episodes of JoJo's. Give what is Jonathan? No, not Jonathan. Jonathan is the original. Then
Jotaro.
I need to let Jotaro. I'm gonna give Jotaro time to warm up on me.
Yeah. His ones, I'm like, that man really did that the whole fight just to do this at the end? Like, what? Yeah, I won't say too much about that fight, but I was like, man, okay, wow. And then he caught him slipping. He just did it to the boy. Yeah, he's one that he's not like Jonathan where it would appear like he was like aloof or whatever. Like he does things, but they don't seem out of the ordinary. But there's a reason why he does it, to see what happens and what the reactions are. And so like he's like the test and probe, but like not goofy test and probe. If that makes sense.
So would you say he's clever like Joseph, but not like showy?
Yeah.
Okay, so like his shit's gonna catch me more off guard. Probably.
Yeah. Because
Joseph, man, all the time. It's like, oh shit.
Like it's kind of like when, like he'll how like you'll see somebody to like throw a piece of grass in the air, and you're like, oh, why are they throwing the grass in the air? And it's like they could tell from the wind and whatever, like, oh, the stuff was coming in from this direction, the odor was downhill from us or whatever, and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like something innocuous, like he'll flip a coin, and then the coin will like waver a certain way, and then or like he'll flip a coin and will hit, like blink blink, and then like could be like, oh, okay, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then you won't know it till he says it. But I do like. Have you met the dude with the bird stand yet? And I think he was the one that showed up at the jail, right? The darker skinned fellow, kind of look Indian.
Oh my god! I forgot that's what they're called, the stand. I'm like thinking of like something like a parrot would sit on or something. I'm like, have I seen someone carrying a bird stand around?
No.
No.
Stand.
Yes, I do know the Indian dude.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
Oh my god, bro! I just had a moment. I Like the
Yeah,
fuck is he talking? Have I noticed someone? I feel like it's JoJo's. I might have seen someone walking around with a bird stand.
yeah. He's. I like his character. They have another one that I like. I feel like he's like von Stroheim's
I like how
grandson or something.
I like how Joseph's stand kind of like seems useless, but it's really useful. But like it's like man, I feel
I
like
forgot
really
what his stand is.
it's the photo thing.
Oh, that takes the memories,
I guess I don't know. I don't know if I understood it correctly, but I feel like he got
or
the
like,
shit end of the stick.
or like he could see photos from like a distance, or find someone with the photos or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like he got the shit end of the stick.
yeah. I don't even think his is like a battle stand, to be honest.
It's not.
Yeah, which is funny because it's just like stands are a manifestation of yourself and how you want to fight and do the stuff.
My man don't
Which
even
is,
want to fight. That's what it is, dog.
I mean, he did fight Dio and lost an arm, so I was like, I don't, I wouldn't want to fight anymore if that was me. I'd have
No,
lost
he
my
didn't fight
arm.
Dio. That wasn't Dio. That was the immortal vampire dude.
Oh yeah, yeah, the immortal vampire guy. You
I
fought
was about to,
someone strong.
yeah, yeah, and on the volcano thing. So like he has a metal arm now.
Yeah, a strong metal arm.
Yeah, I mean nervous. Like damn, spoiled.
No, no, he just lost his arm. But yeah, it's gonna get good. The stuff after this season, if you finish it all, I'll mention the one thing that I was like I never understood about this after this happened.
Oh, so there
And
is something that like you have a plot hole.
it's not a plot hole, but it's just something where I'm like, you know, this this really happened like this, and like you're just not. Yeah, I can't say too much without giving something away, but like you might have the same realization like midway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but yeah, it's definitely one I was like, I wonder what happened, you know. But yeah, that's how it be some trap.
Shit, knowing JoJo's, it might come up this season coming up.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll know. But yeah, it's good. I would sit down and rewatch it again. But yeah,
Shit, the way you be remembering shit, I almost think you did.
I could have. Oh, I didn't watch the episode this week. The Sire Goseki Spirit Chronicles. That was another one that I watched, and it also upsets me because I don't know. You might never watch it. I mean, it is a newer one that came out this year. Well, no, it came out last year because I'm on season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it gets on my nerves. It's about him. It's a kid being reborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
It came out 3 years ago, but new episode just came out October. And a new one came out 3 days ago. You might watch it. I don't know, but essentially, he does some stuff, and I'm like, bro, why you just don't tell them, bro? Like, it just gets on my nerves because it would make a whole lot of stuff easier if you just would say some stuff. Because he has an inkling about things, but then he just doesn't say it, and which we could clearly see what he's saying is the case. He just doesn't tell them, and so I don't know. It just irks me a little bit.
I hear you, brother.
And yeah,
I hear you and I see you. I just don't feel you.
yeah.
But I might.
But yeah, that was it. All that I watched.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. So I guess we go ahead and slap this thing on up. Unless you
Alrighty.
got something else you want to talk about, or you want to talk about? I ain't got no games out. Oh, I did get that Naruto set, Ultra Storm.
Did you? It looked cool, but like
I just got it for the figurine.
yeah, I was gonna say like I don't
This
really
is
like.
what I paid for.
I don't like the freaking new Naruto games. I think I was interested. I don't like getting like the figures and shit like that, because like I feel like that'll open a door that I don't. I'm not even collecting manga right now anymore, because like, so.
Yeah, yeah, I have yet to bring out the boxes. It's in the box. I'm like, I don't want to take it out. Not right now. So I'm just leave it. I got all the other things that went with it, the Ultimate Edition. Because it was cheaper for Black Friday.
And fingers crossed. I haven't had an issue with my books and my dog. I know that can change at any.
It always can change.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about putting them in boxes, because we're looking for a place to move anyway. So like, if they're in boxes already, it's a few less things to pack.
Yeah, until the dog, it's like, oh, I'm bored. Let me chew up this box.
Nah, the boxes will be in the closet.
And that dog go over to the closet like, oh, yeah, time for me to chew up some boxes.
The only box he's ever chewed is because his food was in it.
Yeah, he's
For now.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and be like, oh, let me chew up this box full of manga.
He's a smart dog, which is good and bad, because like he's smart enough to know when he's in trouble. So like he thinks that like if he just goes in the cage, like he won't be in trouble anymore. So like he'll do shit and like you'll yell at him and then he'll just like go in the cage and like, bro, like I swear you're testing my patience. You swear I won't drag you out that cage.
Yeah.
Because I can't do anything to him while he's in the cage. He gets all the like the submissive and like, yo, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I gotta cry. All that goes out the window. He's in the cage. When he's in the cage, he's big dog. Like I'll fuck you up. Put your hand. I dare you.
Yeah. That's his territory.
That's his safe spot. Like I'm not gonna ruin his safe spot for him. Yeah, you're safe there, but wait till I get you out.
Yeah.
You think you safe from these sandals?
Not the chanclas.
Yeah, these chanclas right on the rear end. He's funny as hell. Like he'll cry before I even get near him.
Yeah, preemptive crying. Dang.
Freaking dog. But nah, that's all I got. You ready to close this thing on out?
Yeah, go ahead and close it on out.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Like, share, comment. We'll catch you next week.
Peace.